All right, so let's get into some information about the remainder theorem, the relation of the result to whether we have a factor or not. We'll be discussing synthetic division, factoring polynomials, at least as far as we can with the knowledge we're given, and finally, finding the real zeros. So in this one, we're just going to worry about the remainder theorem, whether we have a factor or not, and I'll be finding this out using synthetic division. Since we have a polynomial with missing terms, we are missing an x to the fifth term. So in synthetic division, there will be a 0 in that spot. We've got 1x to the sixth, 0x to the fifth, minus 135 x to the fourth. There's no x cubed, minus 1215x squared. There's no x to the first. And then a constant term of positive 729. And what makes the factor that we're dividing, we don't know if it's a factor. What makes the divisor equal to 0 is -3. We write that outside of the synthetic division symbol. So we bring down the first entry, and then from then on, it's going to be multiplication and addition. Multiply what's in the bottom row by what's outside, the most recent entry in the bottom row, -3. Add along the column. Now that's the most recent entry in the bottom row. That gets multiplied by the -3. Watch your signs. It's going to be +9. And then add again. -135 plus 9 should be -126. Yes. Okay, so it's multiplication, addition, multiplication, addition. Mama. Multiply that by -3. We've got positive 378. Add that. Multiply that by -3. And we've got -1,134. Add that to the -1215. We've got -2349. Multiply that by the -3. We've got 7,047. Adding that to 0, still 7,047. And let me position this just a little bit better. So finally multiply that by -3, and then add that result to the 729. So -21,141. Add 729 to that, and we get -20,412. By the time we reach that last column and the bottom row in that last column, if that's not a 0, then we do not have a factor. In fact, here's what we do get. What we have just found out is that when we divide this by x plus 3, getting, since that's x to the 6th divided by x cubed, that's x to the 5th minus 3x to the 4th minus 126x cubed plus 378x squared minus 2349x plus 7,047. If it had stopped there, if we had a 0 for a remainder, then x plus 30 would have been a factor of f of x. But instead, we're getting a remainder of 20,412, while that part is over the divisor of x plus 3. It would also be legitimate to write this as adding and putting the negative here.